crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
You can't block me. You can see 54, right there. 54, Mike. Bring it.
Second and 6. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I got one. Check up.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Martinez now to throw on second down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Go. I got you. My game. Check. Big rip.
First carry for James Conner. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Hey, box drop.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
3 down. 5. Yep.
Watch the slant.
Second and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Go. Mike 8. So don't say nothing. Mike 8.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
50. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To throw is Martinez. On 3rd and 2. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run here with Connor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Look at me, zipper!
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Hey.
Hey, check. Mike, 50.
Topper.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Hey, orbit.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Deuce.
Yes. Fight.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
85, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Tight right.
Go. Hey, Echo.
My game. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha. On the defense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 48-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Let's
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Ball down. 54. Let's run. Show me. Ready, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Martinez. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
I 7, let's go. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Drop deep. Joker. Chopper. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Alpha. Check. Hard. Check 99. Check 99.
Martinez throwing on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready to break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 50, now as they come up on first and 10.
Push him back.
Looking to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
6-6, pull it high.
Mike 8! Mike 8! Watch the flood! Watch the flood!
Hey, Delta!
Watch the flood! Motion! Pop! Mike 8! Mike 8! You can't block me! You can't block me! You can't block me!
Shoot!
Back to throw now on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
Hey, exit.
Here we go.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Johnson's got it complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Okay, ready?
Mike 8! Yeah, let's get sack lunch. He's cracked.
80 weapon.
He's checking crack.
Let's go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 10 logo.
56.
Clear.
Slam.
Snap.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
General West. Hey, Zoo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Protein spill. Deep grip.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. H3, 218. Chopper. SOS. Hey, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Move your quarters.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Head up.
On first down, it's Carson, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Shoot.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Tight end right.
Smooth.
Check. My game. Yeah. Mike 8. Let's go, D.
Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Mike 8. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. My game. I got one.
Hey. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Ready, set.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mike 50. Watch the curl. Mike 50.
Let's go.
Back to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
50's the Mike.
5.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down, here's Fournette. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready. Mike 5-5. I'll get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing on third and long. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, Wahoo!
Watch QB drop.
Now!
Watch QB drop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right 54. Watch the run. 36. 36.
They'll run it again with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike's not try. Mike's 56. He don't know no better. 56.
Now Martinez from the downhill throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here we go. 21 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. Check hot.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Check, 55 to Mike. God, 55 to Mike. Right here. Mike 55, Mike 55. Squish, double.
Mike 55, right there.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First down, Jacksonville.
On the ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the 80 weapon. 80 weapon. 3, check 37, check 37. Mike, 56. And let's get this,
Now Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, you're out.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's back to throw. Washington's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Set up. 10 logos.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 4 down. Out.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Watch the screen.
Hey, Echo.
Come on, D. Mike 8. All day.
Hey, Alpha. Look at me. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Ready.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
65.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 8. I got it. Mike 8.
Hey. Get it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, exit. Topper.
Check safety.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike.
Yes.
No gain on this defense.
Hey, Zoo.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's get there.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
50, Mike, 50.
Go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
One set. Eyes up. One set. Mike 50. Hey, come on now. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Hey, Charlie.
Let's get off the field.
Mike now.
Mike 50.
The setup to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jaguars, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.